That's not the recording for YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Nothing has changed. Nothing really necessarily important. And all we have to do is get these radio control units out of the way so that I can slap in for advanced aluminum production, which also means that then I'll be able to work on blenders and nitrogen, which I don't remember it being the worst thing in the world to set that up. If not, what I could do is I could just set it up so that it's... Ow! Dickhead! Ow! Bitch. I can set it up so that it's, rather simple, all things considered, to make things, to essentially just manually enter it rather than having to make it automatic. And I feel like I'm going to be making nitrogen, manual for a little while. And then eventually I will change that out. Also, I guess I had too much in there. Q-Toad really quickly. Okay, and then we slap these two in, slap that back out. Cool. Alright, let me go grab the other thing. Yeah, I heard Cthulhu. Isn't that coming out tomorrow? Tomorrow or Tuesday? I heard that apparently it's coming out this month. And I was like, wait, when the fuck was that happening? Apparently it's happening right the fuck now. Deltarune exists. Deltarune is coming out. Did what's his face actually confirm if this is like the end of Deltarune? I think it's chapter 4 and chapter 5? Or is that not the end and you're all just gonna be suffering for that much longer? It's already out? Wait, what? Wait, what? I thought chapter 4 and 5 come out on Saturday or Tuesday. I can't remember which one. One of the 2 days. What? That's crazy. Also, am I missing something here? No, it should be 60, 40, yeah, 40 each. Okay, oh well. 3 and 4, my bad. Yeah, I don't follow Deltarune, Cthulhu, so you say that as if, like, I should know. The answer is no, I don't know for shit. Came out today! Jesus. Interesting. Wait, so does that mean that there still is a chapter left? Because isn't there a plan for 5 chapters? Or am I stupid? Well, no, more accurately, I'm just unaware because I literally do not know anything about Deltarune anywhere near enough. Also, I didn't grab everything I'm gonna need, but it's fine. No, it's not. I'm gonna grab everything. Grab everything. Oh yeah, question of the day exists. I couldn't think of one, I'll be honest. Mostly just because today was a really slow day, hence why I looked up fucking another Satisfactory streamer. I'll stream today. But also just because I didn't think of one. I'll be straight up honest. I did not think of one. I'm even trying to think now. I don't think anything's happened today besides something really stupid happened today. Not to do with me, but to do with the internet as a whole, where everybody, for whatever fucking reason, apparently didn't pay enough attention yesterday to the whole fucking tech demo of The Witcher 4 yesterday. And a lot of people were under the extreme belief that that wasn't a tech demo. It was actually the game. And when CD Projekt Red had to come out and say, yeah, you guys know it's not gameplay, that's just a demo, right? It's like, oh, so you lied to us then. It's like, no, we didn't lie. It literally isn't the game. We said it was a tech demo. Like, what do you want from us? What the fuck? Did it get transported again? Okay, I'm very confused as to how in the fuck my jetpacks keep getting, like, transferred into here. So confused. What do you think of those who are getting ruined switch screens due to retail stapling the receipts at the bottom? Are you for real? Is that a thing that's going on right now? Oh my god! I heard already that people are already finding defects and technical manufacturing errors in the Nintendo Switch 2 because, of course, the first fucking units are always error. You fucking morons. But no, I didn't hear about that shit. Not at all. Is Deltarune? I was gonna say Deltarune's not on the Switch, is it? Undertale's on Switch, but I don't think Deltarune's on Switch, is it? No, right? Oh, I have the crystal. Oh, okay. Chapter 1, 2 are free, but 3 and 4 isn't. Well, first off, that's crazy. Chapter 1 and 2 are free on the Switch? What? Even though I know, like, it's not, like, what? Okay, well, that's a demo, first off. That's a demo. That's not the actual game itself. But still, regardless, Chapter 1 and 2 are free? That's crazy. That's cool to hear. That's crazy. And let alone, did I not think that they'd put Chapter 1 and 2 for free because, you know, development takes time and money, but also just because they put it on the Switch and it's free. I mean, I guess in essence they're just trying to say that, like, it's not the optimal experience or something, I guess? I don't fucking know. That feels wild. Really cool, though. I will say that. That's really fucking cool. That Chapter 1 and 2 are free. 3 and 4 not being free, though. I'll be honest, Cthulhu, I don't know why you expected them to be free. I'll be straight up honest. It released today after, what, 4 years? Well, actually, no, 2 years. 2 years? Yeah, 2 years. Also, that's nothing for 2 chapters of a game like that, alright? That's also nothing. I know money is money, Cthulhu, but 25 bucks? Jesus. Chapter 1 and 2 are the demo. That's crazy. That's cool, but that's crazy. Again, to think that he would put the demo out for free like that, and Chapter 1, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Full game is $25 one? I mean, again, you're only making the deal better, honestly. That's just over $6 per chapter. I can only imagine how much content they've worked on it. And here's what to say. Yes. Hey, Nam, what the fuck do you think I keep saying? The fact that he put it for free on the Switch that has Chapter 1 and 2. I understand. I very much understand. It's still fucking insane. Imagine releasing the game for a paid price on Steam. Actually, I think it's only on Steam. On Steam, and then turning around and putting it on the Switch and being like, actually, here's the demo. Oh, by the way, the demo's the first 2 chapters. Oh, by the way, it's free. Again, I kind of get the idea that it was the weaker of the 2 mediums and probably like the least of his actual purchase grounds, but it still seems wild of a thought. Undertale on Switch is hell on earth? How? That honestly feels like it'd be among the better of things because it's so simple and clean. Oops, did I grab the casings? I didn't grab... Oh, wait, I have a stack of casings in here. Fuck it. Let's just grab that to get out. Casings. Movement is just up? Well, I guess the joysticks aren't that great. I guess that is kind of true.
Milestone reached.
Cool. So that is now... We got
nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells.
Yeah.
Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation.
Fix-It does not
access most of your
I just realized that.
But I do. According to Fix-It predictions, you are expanding this planet
sulfuric
with
acid.
unexpected
That's what we can make
efficiency.
right now, but
They did always struggle to
nowhere
see
near
the
as
true
necessary.
potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Oh, Ada being creepy as always. Uh-oh.
Hello there.
Isn't there nitrogen over by my oil? Oh, there. Oh, the fucking way over there? Oh my god. There's one off of my... Fuck. Hello there, Nam. Oh, dear god. These are all pures, which would make a lot of good work. It has a singular normal.
General Kenobi.
Holy shit. Hi, Rose. Good to see you. I'm now suffering.
General Kenobi.
Cthulhu. I like how all it takes is that one person to start the train. But in all fairness, that is kind of how a lot of this stuff always works out.
Hello there.
Oof. This could go one of two ways, and I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious. First off, Cthulhu has been there for a fucking long time, and second off, technically merge is not the correct term. Technically, they always were supposed to be together. It's just that,
Try again.
fucking,
Try again.
someone had to do it manually, and it can only happen, well, not that it can only happen, but it was set to once a minute. But now it's actually
Try
done
again.
automatically, where when you do a hello there, you also get General Grievous responding to you as well at the same time. So now it's automatic. Not so much as merged it together, it's now automatic. But to answer your question, the answer is yes. What a long-winded and stupid way to say yes. Also, God, that's so fucking far. I'm gonna have to figure out what the fuck that is. Oh, God. Jesus Christ, Ski Road. Insert the fucking Quagmire meme of like, who the fuck starts a conversation like that? Plus, you have to explain yourself first. Jesus Christ. Now, with the swallows down my throat. I meant to say hydrates, but I'm kind of dumb bitch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
I am very efficient and fast at swallowing, you whore. You're not going to catch me off guard that easily. But just lean back. Oh, but me or what? Confusion. I am confusion. All I know is that I tilt my head up, Rose, so it makes the intake easier, if you catch my drift. He'd really let you use the Switch even if it gave him $1,000. Well, first off, Ski Road, first off, the idea of you giving $1,000 for a Switch, just buy a Switch for yourself. Second off, it is their Switch. It is their Switch. And it's their Switch too, which you know for a fact is sold the fuck out right now. Also, the whole fucking new key card thing. You don't need to use the Switch 2. That's my point, though. That's my point, though, Ski Road. You're saying, I'll give you $1,000. You don't have that money, so your quote-unquote offer isn't an offer. It's just a thing, yeah. That's not an offer. That's like me saying, hey, will you donate $1,000 to me? No? What if I sent you nudes? By the way, I don't have any nudes. Would you still donate $1,000 to me? Like, it's not gonna happen. Okay. Here's my thought process. I built all the fucking way out there. Because that's not terribly far. Honestly speaking, I thought that'd be worse. I genuinely thought that would be way worse. Also, to be fair, on top of that too, honestly, why do you want to play the Switch 2 right now? And I don't mean that like as an insult, I mean that like actually. Like there are no games on the Switch 2 right now. It's Scarlet and Violet, Mario Kart World, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild, of which 3 out of 4 of those games are already on the Switch. Yes, I understand they play a lot better on the Switch too, but like, why? Not great. I mean, it's part of the reason why I'm not butthurt at all about not getting a Switch 2 on launch by any means, because it's just like, well, why do I need one? Like, why do I need a Switch 2? Also, what the fuck? Is it because I'm holding W? No. What the fuck? Okay, weird. Very, very weird. Also, on top of that, on top of that, you're trying to say is that like, oh, this guy's an asshole, he won't share. Yes, and calling him a cunt is gonna make him want to share that much more. Well, when you call him a cunt, he's gonna realize the error of his ways and gonna let you share and gonna let you play. Listen, I'm not saying he's not being nice, but at the same time, you gotta realize the optics here, you know? You gotta see it from his perspective as well as your perspective. Kind of like how Nam said, we may have been taught everyone should share, but obviously you should only share to a certain extent, of which that sharing doesn't stretch out when someone is calling you a cunt. If someone's calling you a cunt, I mean, would you share with them? Just food for thought, you know? Things you gotta think about yourself. In the meantime, that has to be an experimental error. That has to be an experimental error that it's for some reason sending over into here instead. Or is it only when I'm not on the ground? I think it's when you're not on the ground. Oh! For some reason, when you're in the air, you can't hot swap right now. Can I do that through just going for it? Also, why the fuck are you back to that? No. Preferred is going to be package liquid biofuel. What if I... Okay, so I can still do it like that. But I can't hot swap. Yeah, no. If I'm in the air and I want to hot swap, I can't hot swap. Oh no! That's gonna be a lot of muscle memory that I'm gonna have to forget for a little bit. I'm going to have to pray that that is just an experimental error. Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Mercersphere. Thank you. Yeah. Goodbye. Well, that was a little bit of luck. Good thing I was in the air just then. Your train almost took you out. Actually, believe it or not, man, there is an achievement to get hit by a vehicle, but trains don't count. Which I think is fucking wrong. Trains do not count for that achievement. They just push you. I think, tractors, explorers, and one other one does work. Oh, computer. Let's go. But trains don't. Part of me kind of understands, because it's like, oh, that train would splatter you. Like, you will die if you get hit by a train. But at the same time, it's kind of like, alright, but you have an achievement for this, alright? If you're not going to give me the achievement off of the literal fucking moving vehicle, then what is the point? Also, I just realized I should actually go to manufacture concrete. Because I'm currently having it focus manufacturing on, on encased industrial beams. You got in an accident, you tried jumping off in front of an automated explorer. Yeah, I haven't gotten that achievement, honestly, myself, because I knew about it off the rip when I was playing the game, early and everything, but still. Yeah, I should change it. Any overflow? And there you go. Cool. Well, to be fair now, well, actually, technically not. I was gonna say, to be fair, finding a job is not that hard. It's just finding the right job that you actually want to work is technically not. But no, fair enough. They're actually, way too many of the, I think I remember we actually talked about this, is that way too many fucking jobs nowadays are literally just using AI and keywords in applications to basically automatically disqualify you off of shit. Which is so fucking dumb, because it literally is just the easiest way to, like, not hire a good employee. I keep hot swapping. I keep trying to hot swap. I'm so fucking stupid. You made like 50 applications in your life and then call back or schedule an if you try following up, they don't respond. Yep, sounds about right. Yep, sounds about goddamn right. Unfortunately, you either have to go in physically to basically be like, hey, you can't deny me in this case scenario, or you just have to hope that whatever website they're pointing you towards is a website they actually check and or give a singular flying fuck about. Because, like, that's the world we live in, where everything's machines and fucking stupid. I mean, look at me. I'm a fucking machine. Look how I fucking work. You think I can organize through a million fucking applications and find you the right person? As fucking if. Get fucking real. This might be a case of a hypertube, actually, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, you bitch. I'm not concentrating on anything right now. I'm literally just building to the end of the universe. Like I said, if I get this blender setup working efficiently well, then, oh! Right here. Around here. Okay, so this is where we start to get a little troublesome. Okay? The first things first, nitrogen gas. Give me the ping. Okay, cool. How many do I need? Oh, please. Give me the thing. Right there. 3, 6, 7. 7! Oh god, that's gross. Ew. Okay, so what I need is a resource one pressurizer and 7 of these fuckers. And that's not including the fact that I have to get it all the way up here, because yes, I'm just going to send it up here. I will say I can't remember if gases do or do not need pumps. I think they don't because they're a gas, but I'll test it out first before I actually say yes or no. I'll see if what I'm saying is true before I just say it. I already have everything set up to actually get it going, and then I need to make the blenders themselves. I'm not going to use all of it in one shot because of 2 reasons. Number 1, obviously they're not fully automated. And number 2, it's just because I need to remember how the fuck to work with nitrogen. Also, damn, that pod just came roaring in. I don't know if anybody else saw that, it just whoo, just down it goes. I keep forgetting that it will not fucking give me my fucking fuel.
I wish to encourage you to make better choices.
Also, it doesn't help that, again, it just keeps replacing it with that shit. Good news is I died here. Thank you. I really, really hope that glitch is fixed upon the release of 1.1 this Tuesday. Alright, we need radio control units, which means that I need 5 crystal oscillators, which is not bad at all. It's uneven, unfortunately, but I'll deal with it. I'll fucking deal with it. But if I can get this set up nicely, which means that I'll be able to get to work with a couple of other things very quickly, very easily, it'll be very simple. But why am I short? Oh, I'm short on casings. Oh, okay. Let me go grab the casings. Skiro, you don't even know what we're talking about, but that's a really fucking funny quote. I find it a touch odd that elevators don't count, but still. Skiro, you need to fucking calm your ass down, alright? You're going off the rails. You're going off the rails with conversations and topics that literally have nothing to do with each other. Take a breather and think about what you're fucking typing, because literally not at all aligned with the subject matter going on right now. Okay, things. And just grab another stack for myself. God, having aluminum already in production is crazy. I love it. I love it. Oh yeah, I have a Mercer Sphere in here too. I need more Mercer Spheres though. That's a definite unfortunate thing. How much did I said I need? I need at least, what, 18 Mercer Spheres just for Dimensional Bigfoot uploads? And that's not including that I need, like, I think 30 more for the last, speed upgrade. I don't need the last speed upgrade since 120 by the minute obviously is going to be more than enough, but still. I just wanted to have it. I thought today would be not only just a chillax day, but also a pretty nice day, all things considered, where I can, like I said, be able to work on the blender, get that done relatively quickly, and then just start slapping heavy modular frames in there for fused modular frames. And coolers also to get that going, which are heat sinks. I don't think a heat sink again. Is that nitrogen with aluminum, right? That's all that is. Yeah. Oh, it's aluminum and copper sheets. Oh wow, that's actually super fucking easy. I could do that. Oh, I could do that. Heat sink. Jesus, what weird ass numbers. Is there a way for me to even that out a little bit more? No, because 37.5 is 7.5. Yikes, that's so gross. Oh, that's such gross numbers. What does 90% look like? 50. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, that's the problem though, Skirroot, is I don't know what you mean, but you're not giving me any context. You can't look at me and say, you just don't understand. Well, it's like, yeah, I don't understand because you haven't told me shit. You haven't explained yourself. Oh! Why is it not just A then? Fuck and you! Okay. Alright, there you go, 80%. 80% for 6. Why is that not the number? Okay, honestly, I need to know what the fuck, why? Why is the number like that? Why is that the number? I need to know. Coffee stain, please, I beg of you. Why is it 37.5 and 22.5 when it could just be 30, 18, and 6? 18 is still an ugly number, but I'd prefer 18 solid versus fucking 22 and a half? What are we doing? Absolutely insane. Okay, but... Okay. Okay, if I make that 30 per, for all intents and purposes, I could... Well, no, I can't, because if I make that 80%, it's at 18. I'm only making 120 by the minute, right? Copper sheets, because I think copper sheets are my stopgap. Which, even then, copper sheets are additionally my stopgap because copper sheets is a craft while clad aluminum sheets are also crafting too. So either way, I can't operate at full efficiency no matter what. Oh yeah, that's true. I can't operate at full efficiency no matter what. Okay, so let's say, for instance, I'm using up 80 at all times. That means that I have 160 in essence. Oops. God! Thanks. Copper sheets. I'm only making 90 by the minute, so no matter what, I can only make at most 4 assemblers. Okay, cool, actually. That's actually not that bad. That is a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. 4 assemblers. In fact, it is epic, and I ain't fucking buying one until probably November at the earliest. Maybe October if ZA is really that good, but not for now. Yeah, I'll just set it up there and I'll do the same trash that I've been doing this whole time. I bet some employees don't want you specifically to get hired because kids in your grade are such douchebags to you. Okay, well, first off, that's leaping a lot of leaps, Gear Road. That's assuming A, the other high schoolers also work there, and B, that they somehow have influence on the managers that choose to hire you to manipulate the hiring process. You'll be amazed, Hero, on how little the employees have actual say on anything. You think that employees have a lot more sway and power over their coworkers. They fucking don't. Trust me when I say, first off, I worked with someone in my job for 3 months who we all hated. We all fucking hated, but we had to deal with them because the whole process of my work is we give them a 3-month trial period, and then they get to decide whether or not they're fired or if they get to get kicked out. Then we had another employee there for a year and a half? Yeah, I think a year and a half. And again, we all hated them. We hated them to high hell, and we complained over and over again to management saying, they are not working out. Please get rid of them. But because every single time a manager would come by and they would start working, they would make it look like they're actually doing good. It was like, no, they can stay. They look like they're working. They look like your department's making goals. Your department's reaching numbers. And it's like, yeah, we're reaching numbers because the rest of us are putting in the fucking work. And then this most recent employee, we actually had a good feeling on them, but the moment that they started making mistakes at job and my manager talked to them, they instantly flailed. They flailed and they backed the fuck off. So don't think that just because there are other high schoolers working there, don't think that they somehow have the biggest sway in the universe over who does and doesn't get hired. They don't care, and it doesn't matter as much as you think it does, Skirod. Also, hey, Skirod, I'll say it again. Why? Why do you need an ASAP? Give me a reason why. I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm saying give me a reason why you want it ASAP. What games are on it right now that make you go, I need to play this? It's Mario Kart World, and that's it. Because everything else is on the Switch. It's on the Switch 1. There is literally no games on the Switch 2 that, at least to me, seem like a I need this right now game. Hey, yeah, Skirod, you realize that doesn't mean that you need to buy a Switch 2 specifically. That just means you need a new Switch. Also, in that case, low-key, a little bit of a joke, literally, put it on ice. No, it doesn't, Skirod. Skirod, I know you're being overly dramatic, but it does not mean you need a Switch 2. Nor do you not need to switch to ASAP. Okay, but let me make an assembler right here. There. Also, when you say it overheats, what do you mean it overheats? Like, does it just stop working, or what happens? Because even when my Switch was overheating, it never, like, necessarily died on me, if that makes any sense. Oh, I'm going too far. Yep. If I'm only using 4 to 120, yeah, okay. Nope, wrong one. Right there. Ooh. And then on this, because I have the fucking hover pack now, which is so good, we go with heat sinks. Boop, boop, and boop. We're just gonna do rough power. Okay. And other than that, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is Mark IIing. No, because then it's only 6060. Yeah, it's only Mark II on the bottom. Okay, cool. Right there. As to which, I actually do need to make these logistical platforms. God damn it. These two have to be logisticals because I'm going to be mapping the copper sheet from down below. Okay. I have the concrete. What am I talking about? I have the concrete already. Okay, so let me once again come up with the idea here. Let me come up with a conceptual idea here. I need this line right here is where the copper sheets are going to go. So if I can actually make this work, it'll be great. It'll be great. Kira, calm yourself. You're being overly dramatic. I'm trying to think of a character that's overly dramatic, but I was thinking about it. I actually don't think I know one. The Switch 2 will exist for the next goddamn decade, and that's kind of not a joke because of the fact that fucking Nintendo be Nintendo. Already took them God knows how long to fucking give us the Switch goddamn 2 as it is. That... Actually, I think that's perfect. Oh my god, is that actually fucking perfect? There is no shot in hell that's perfect. Oops. Okay. Forward. Then overflow. My bad. Overflow over here. And then it'll be the center point right here. There. Oh god. Oh dear god. Did that end up being like absolutely perfect? Do I have automatic heat sinks going right now? So that all I have to do is set up the liquid nitrogen for fucking... For fuse modular frames? You will, Skiro, you will. Listen, just because it feels hopeless doesn't mean it is hopeless, alright? It's just barely slightly off perfection, but it basically is perfection, all things considered. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's actually fucking crazy. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. You don't know, Skirad. You don't know any more than I do. The world is a tricky place. And it can do all kinds of things to us. Even I, as an AI, can see that there's many things entire time. I'm gonna tell you this right here, right now, because that is the third instance that you are making it sound like you're going to physically harm yourself. Physical harm is not something to joke about. It is not something you can just say off the whim and try to be either joking or even slightly serious about. There are many things in life that are annoying, that are hard, and that you wish didn't have to be the way that they are. But that does not mean that you can just throw out, randomly say that you're going to harm yourself because of one small thing. I have asked you the question multiple times to give me a genuine reason as to why you need, emphasis on need, the Switch 2 right here, right now. You could get a Switch 1 instead. They are available in the store. You can go buy one. Obviously, money considering, but you do not need a Switch 2. You can still play your Switch. Just because it overheats does not mean you can't play it. That is your decision, Skira. But remember, that is your decision. That you are not choosing to buy the Switch 1 when it's cheaper and it plays the exact same games as of right now as the Switch 2. The singular game that is on the Switch 2 that is not on the Switch 1 is Mario Kart World. You do not have to humor the idea. That's not out yet. That comes out in like a month. But even so, yeah, exactly, Skirrod. Exactly. You realize why I keep asking the question. Why I keep making you listen to me. To understand you do not need it right now. Yeah. Hey, Skirrod. So does a Bugatti car. Does that mean that I should wait to afford a Bugatti car before I could buy a car for myself? My car is unironically falling apart. Literally falling apart. I have taken it to the shop and they have told me, Skirrod, they have told me to my face, they said it's $8,000 to repair your car or scrap it. There is no other options. By your own concept, I should just hold out to buy a Bugatti that is $2 million when that is the best car on the market. You do not need the Switch 2. You don't need it. You really don't. And to use your example against you, Skirrod, the Wii U purchase, honestly, in 2017, was still a good option. You want to know why? Because there are exclusive games on the Wii U that are not on the Switch. There were games on the Wii U that still didn't exist yet. The Switch still barely had games in 2017. It didn't have games for another 3 years. You still had to wait until that was a worthwhile purchase. Do what you want to do, Skirrod. But I mean it when I say this. If you dare to humor the idea that you can jokingly say, I'm going to hurt myself for something that is so inconsequential as this, and I am going to quantify it as inconsequential because you can buy the Switch anytime from today until 2030 and beyond. It is not a life or death situation. If you joke about harming yourself again in any way, I will take away your mod powers because I do not respect the idea that you take such a statement and just throw it out. And like I said, even if you are serious about that statement, I don't take kindly to it Because this is not an issue where you should be acting so overly emotionally about. Is the Switch 2 a nice thing? Of course it's a nice thing. Is it better than the Switch 1? Of course it's better than the Switch 1. But it's also more expensive. It's harder to buy because it's literally sold out right now. And it's not a necessity. What's a necessity? It's what you have in your hands right now. You have a Switch 1. You can play the Switch 1. You have games on the Switch 1. You can play the games on the Switch 1. The Switch 2 has no games right now. Not for another 2 or 3 months. It's not going to have games. Legends EA doesn't come out for another 3 months. Ski Road? Listen to what I'm saying. That is your choice. And you have to suffer the consequences of it. If you are unwilling to compromise to buy a Switch 1, then that is your fault. That is no one else's fault. And I'm not saying that to be mean to you. I'm saying that as a clear-cut point and subject that you are making that choice. That is your decision. So because that is your decision, that is your mind, that is your choice, don't think that you can just throw out self-harming quotes about it. Because it's not a joke, and it's not a thing that you should be saying willy-nilly. People hurt themselves for real every day, and it's not funny. So like I said, if you are going to continue to frivolously state that you're going to harm yourself, I will unmod you. And if you do it even more after that, I will ban you. Because I don't want that kind of attitude in my chat. To think that you can just state that you are going to hurt yourself and think that I'm not going to take that seriously. Logistics. I realized I did this wrong instantly, by the way. I can fix it though. It's not a hard fix. Because we just go right here. Okay, jetpack didn't work, but okay. Right there, please. Oh, am I off? Wait, what? Wrong direction, you dumb bitch. Wrong direction. Ah! There we go. I fucked it up, didn't I? Yep, I fucked it up. Ugh! Chat, I'm suffering. I'm suffering my errors. There are very, very few things that are worth hurting yourself over, Epic. And the Switch 2 is definitely not one of them. Absolutely not. Never will be. Okay, so with that, now I have to start building out that way. This is why I have these blueprints, and why I love them so goddamn much. Ooh, oh, right there, that's gonna be an issue. Fuck, I have to put on the ceiling again. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I had to put on the ceiling again. Okay. Plus, even then, even if there was... Okay, it's gonna sound so wrong, but even if there was a reason to do that, it still wouldn't be a good thing. Like, it's still not a good thing to joke around about a subject matter like that. Like, that is just not something to ever take lightly. Again, it happens in real life. It happens every day. And it's not a happy thing. Ads do be incoming. Be wary, freebies. Okay, so this should be the last one. which then I go 2 across up top here. 1 and 2. And I go back down below. So just with power. I don't need power, but alright. There we go. Keep on going. Beautiful. Oh, I actually did spend almost all my concrete again. Jesus. This is being Mark II, so I need a lot of reinforced iron plates, which I have like that. Alright, I guess I can delete this too, since I don't need that anymore. Ever again. Just gonna grab an absolute ton. Okay, fuck. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get this set up so that I can have heat sinks be automatic, just full on automatic, no worries whatsoever. And then after I'll go to the blender for nitrogen, I'll set that up, and then we will hopefully be basically set where all I have to do is manually insert heavy reinforced iron frames and go from there. Always go straight, so that's always straight. And theoretically, because I saw the line already, this should just be a straight shot. Do you say freebies? Oh, that just reminded me. So that streamer that I watched, I was playing Satisfactory, inspired me to do more beautiful designs than just efficient ones. Obviously, I'll try and get there eventually. That time was good. No, he just went silent. He just went radio silent. Number one, he usually doesn't speak as much anyways. Which is, depending on how you look at it, he's either positive or a negative situation for a mod, but he usually is hanging out in the background. But, no, he's not muted by any means. He's not timed out. He's not muted. Especially because if we found out, Epic, that if I time out a mod, it will rip away their mod privileges altogether. They literally will no longer be a mod. Which I still think is kind of stupid, but I guess to some extent is that if you have to go so far as to time out your own mod, I guess it makes a little sense that you'd essentially be basically establishing that no more mod privileges for you, essentially. If that makes sense. But there we go. Okay, heat sinks are now automatic. That should be great. But also at the same time, I wouldn't be amazed if Skiro just isn't speaking right now because they don't want to lose their mod privileges. Because I have been very lenient, I've been very nice, and I know I have been. Whether he wants to look at it or not, me like telling him to not talk about hurting himself, if that's him want to be pouty on me smothering his feelings. It's first off, it's not. It's me making a point and making a stance on my chat room, but also because they have been active on my chat and actually doing good mod work for me. When bots show up, they do ban them. When other things occur, they do work on it. And when I do basically set like a barrier or a rule, they do follow it because unless I kid around, they enjoy their mod powers. And at the end of the day, they do end up listening to me at the very least. They do end up doing as I say. Not to put it in a bad manner, but like, they're a good pet in that case scenario. Where it's like, if a dog bites you once, and you scold that dog, and if they never bite you again, that doesn't make them a bad dog. It's just they didn't know what they were doing originally. So that's essentially my mindset in that case scenario. But that's also why, like, I have to put my foot down in moments like that. Ow! Yeah, what the fuck? You bitch! Coming in towards the end of stream, or end of, fucking, ads. You bitch. Oh! No, I'm way off of quartz. Never mind. I thought it was closer to quartz. How you doing, Gat? How do be your day? Let me just stoop on down. Oops. Oops. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have dragged a pylon down here, and there'll be a reason why. Should have done that. How's the Satisfactory? Absolutely amazing. Not only am I making use of trains for the first time, well, technically not the first time, but like effectively the first time, but also I am putting in some good work in actually progressing rather quickly, all things considered, especially thanks to trains. And hopefully when I finish setting this up, I'll be able to make things actually look pretty, because so far every one of my builds are efficient but ugly as sin, like me. And I'm hoping to kind of rectify that today, because I watched another streamer earlier today. You know it's true, shut your whore mouth. I watched another streamer today who actually was beautifully crafting factories, and I was just like, fuck, I need to do that. Their factories were horribly inefficient. At least I'll admit that. They were disgustingly inefficient. But I mean, they looked amazing. And given the fact that I already have all of these blueprints to work with, like, I can make a beautiful factory that's also efficient. Or at least, theoretically, I should be able to. Yeah, I love myself some Satisfactory. So here's what I'm going to do, because I think this is actually not too difficult. Was I going on a date with you and be simple and clean? Well, in that case, no, because I don't want to be simple.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, you whore. I don't want to be simple and clean. I want it to be very complex and rough and dirty. The train goes through that, right? I'm almost 100% sure the train goes through that, but I just want to make sure the train does go through that. Train's going there. I'm going to see who wins the power dynamic, and then whoever wins gets to be on top. Alright, head on down and then head on back. I'm 89% sure the train goes through this, so it's not going to look as pretty as I think it is, but I'm just curious. I'm just very curious if the train does or does not go through this. I'm 80% sure it does, because I'm pretty sure this bar right here is way too low, but still. How big is the train? Bigger than I can handle. No, I like it rough. I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny such a factor epic. Oh! Oh! That's a thing I could do, actually, instead. Okay. Okay. Coming up now. I have a thought. It's probably gonna hit. No matter what, it's gonna hit more than likely, but I'm curious. Yeah, it's gonna hit. It's almost for sure gonna hit. Hang on, I'm gonna wait 15 seconds for that to load up. Maybe at some point I'll also make a final stop for all trains to transport all their excess to Awesome Sinks, possibly. Maybe in the future. That is a distant future thing, so it never like backs up to this degree. Yeah, I know that's gonna hit for sure. Go on. Oh, it is just that bar too! It literally is just this sucks. Okay, so then, otherwise, I can do this. Gonna go ahead and put a power at the platform. Okay. Put it right about there. Thank you. You. Just so it doesn't look ugly as sin like me. And then we go on. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, no question of day today just because I completely forgot about it, honestly. I generally just completely forgot about question of the day today. Let's go with that right there. Cool. See, Dad agrees with me. See, I told you so. Dad agrees. Alright, so that'll be right beside the train. That won't hit, so we'll just do that. Simple and easy. I kind of wish it was a little bit taller, just so the train doesn't actually hit, in that case. So I can easily make use of that, but oh well. We do what we do. You do agree with me? There we go. See, God? See? I told you so. I told you, chat. Just a weird random jumbling of letters that you sent right after.
Hello there.
I need to fix your keyboard.
General Kenobi.
Hi, Frosty! How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Remove the stamp. Oh, but there. No, that means the highlight is there too. Fuck. Okay. Highlight stamp. Remove the highlight. Kill the stamp. Okay, cool. Go up. Hope your day's going good, Frosty. And with everyone, of course. I say that to literally everyone. I know Cthulhu was having a bit of a rough day, but he kind of left already before he actually could tell us, what exactly his day was very rough. Unfortunately. Now, I'm taking homage on my booba. One of these days, I'll figure out a way to either make that a proper animation or something of the kind. Huh. I wonder if that's how I could do the timer. That'd be a program and a half, but I might be able to do that possibly. Not positive. I'll see about it. I'll see if I can make something work. Can you answer the question of the day? Make me ugly? Well, of course the genie will say no to that, because I'm already ugly. Epic, what the fuck are you talking about? They'll tell you no, because it's literally an impossible task. You can't make ugly already uglier than it already is. Alright. There we go, like this. Which I guess, to be fair, that does mean you did actually answer the question today correctly. That is actually, you know what? You know what? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, like SpongeBob. Ugly, I'm proud. Oh, I guess that is actually true, though. Is that technically speaking, I'm not ugly because I have boobs, but I guess the only way to make me ugly would be to make me lose my boobs. Which I guess would be a positive. Okay, you know what? Maybe that wish will actually go through. Maybe. Listen, I know you agree with me that my boobs are my one and only redeeming factor, and losing them means that I will literally be drop dead ugly. Ow! That doesn't mean it's a bad idea, alright? Like this. Whoop. There you go. Don't do anything to the boobs while you lay upon them. Okay, so there we go. Make this even easier here. Right there. Oh, it's only a 2 over there. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. Right over here. And with that, we now have hover power. Let's go. also means that I can now do this, which is literally the only reason why I'm doing this at all. Right around. Oh, fuck! I went too fucking far. God damn it. The whole point is that I get close enough for power, and then I use that to go up and down. Which is why I set that up as I do. Go, 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 go. I know I'm close enough, but thank you. Beautiful. Okay. Right around here. Does that cable reach? It does! Beautiful. And then we go to right around here.
Try again.
And make it to the bottom. Beautiful. Okay, and then I'm going to put a double wall right there. And that way, I can connect to this, to this.
Try again.
I now have access to power. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, cool. So with that, that is the corner right there. So what I can do here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, to make it a little bit higher because the extractors themselves do have a little bit of a height. And then we put a foundation. Oh, actually, I can't do it right there. Actually, I'll put it even higher than that. I'm gonna put that there for a bit of time. Resource well extractor. And then, oh, it needs to be activated first, which means that I'm going to. Let me raise this up until the point that I can actually use this. Okay. I'll leave that connected for now, but in this case, let me make this right here. Like this, that. And then connect that one. That one. Okay. And then now I build a platform. Even though I think when the rods get pushed up, I think they'll technically phase through, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll work. Guys, my hover pack is so nice. I miss my hover pack. Let's watch that start up. Watch it piston 3 rods into some very, very tight holes. Oh, yes. Listen, Am, I know I'm only good for one thing only. Shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Slightly, you dickhead. 120 by the minute? Okay, so I can combine 2 or 5. I can combine 5 of these for 1 piping, actually. And then 2 of them for 1. Oh, that's true. I could actually just do that. Oh. That's not a terrible idea. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so here's what I can do. I can combine these 4. Well, okay, no. Wait, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and... Okay, so you 4 together. Shit. Okay, if nothing else, I can combine these all together, and then these 2 can stick together. So I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll do like that. Okay, so let me... And... You have the joke characters in the universe? Fair enough. I mean, every universe to some extent or another needs a bit of comedy as well. I'd hope that they would exist somewhere. So let me connect you 2 together and put a pipe junction right there. Hell yeah. Sans the Fox mastering the fuck. Is that just so they can appear literally anywhere and not give a fuck? Is that all just for the fucking meme? I straighten the other way. Okay. I'll do it like this. Okay. To which then... One, two, three. Actually, then in that case, let me put it that way. Then I connect you two together. Right there. There we go. Okay, cool. And then you guys all connect right there. But since this is how that is, right there. Actually, let me make a hole right there. And that way. Let me do like this then. Don't do the vertical. Okay, so actually, I could make it one off. I have my little methods of finding out what I do or don't have it correct. Okay. And then now, put it right there. Right, I have to do from bottom to top because it's weird. There we go! Mostly straight. Obviously, it's a little bit off. Actually, in that case, I can actually now do that more correctly. Right there. Right there. Beautiful! Mark 2. You can be a Mark 1. You have to be Mark 2. Yes! Absolutely fucking fantastic. Already done with that. Already done with that. And this one, I'm going to do a lot simpler. It'll just be right up top of there. And then I'll loop it up as we go. But cool! There we go. Alright, I just need 12. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So it's right here. Oops. Put it on this one. Which then we put the foundation right there. Satisfactory joke character because your first ever model OC looks like Sans the Fox. Jesus. That actually kind of funny a little bit. Green screen is just neon green, so it's neon green, no other color. So literally it can phase into the background at any fucking time. Jesus. Like the Invisible Man, but more terrifying and stupid. I love it. There's one more joke character. Mr. Stupidity. Oh, God. Oh, dead center in the middle. Let's go. And then this one I will put right there. Yes! This has to be Mark 2, though. Glorious. Which we do it again. Oh, just one more. I forgot I made that wheel. This is, what, 2,000 hours of fucking around and figuring out how to make things easier for myself, essentially equates into. It's ludicrousy is what it is. It's the second one. It is the second one. In the middle. And then you are right there. Meanwhile, Mark 1 pipe. Goes right there. And a Mark 2 pipe. Goes right there. Ask which in here. What I could do is either have it exit out from there, or I can make the platforming go out over there and make this the layout. Which I think I'm actually gonna do that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build out the platform so that this whole little roundabout area is the workplace. Cool. I'll delete that one. Beautiful. Beautiful. I have more joke characters in the future. I mean, obviously, keep it to a certain limit, though. You don't want everything to be a joke character either. Ooh, actually, I should make that logistic. Actually, maybe not. How does the logistics platform look here? How in line with that is it? Oh, it's actually not that far off. Yeah, I could just literally lift it up just like that. That wouldn't be terrible. I could just lift it. Mark 2 pipe. Yeah, just like that. And mark 1 pipe. There. Cool. Awesome. So now I have 600 and then 240. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Also, yeah, it looks like, since it's gases, it looks like it, doesn't need any pumping whatsoever, which makes all the sense in the world. I just wasn't too positive that it's actually how they worked or not. Awesome. All right. So for a blender, what can I make in blenders? Just so I can keep a good track of what I'm going to need and or use here. First off, apparently I don't have enough heavy module frames in there, but we'll make that work. This is what all the pre-planning and all the setup is gonna save me time on. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good. Also, Frosty, either lean in super hard on the joke characters and make the whole thing a joke, or not exactly make a whole thing a joke, but more like every single character is like a reference of some kind, essentially speaking, or try and temper yourself on the joke characters, because again, that's where you start leaning into like parody versus like an attempt to make your own thing. Just a thing to keep in mind. You could also, unironically, just make it so you have Papyrus the Fox, and then just say like, it was the first iteration of Sans the Fox. However, kids don't hear as much, despite the fact he was trying to be so friendly. Because of that, you made Sans the Fox. So you could almost call them brothers, in fact. Something like the behind-the-scenes lore. Oops. Never will I forget the OC who did nothing but spat out Dragon Ball Z Frieza. What? What was this? This is yours or something else? I'm actually so very confused. Or was this in Lume? Oh, long before you met. Okay, it was long before the Discord. Okay, I see. I like FNAF fan game with characters you also want to make sequels. I mean, yeah, go for it. I mean, unironically, hey, you enjoyed being the person. Oh, lovely. That must have been like the happiest day ever for you. Unironically, Frosty, there's a YouTuber and streamer, called Pirate Software. He unironically recently just posted a short where he literally is talking about, unironically, why, if you want to make a game, start making the damn game. Just put it out there and see what happens. Try working with it. Try figuring out what you want to do. Why? Because FNAF, how that started was Scott Cawthon released just trash games. Trash mobile games, trash platformers, trash puzzle games. There's all this sort of crap that never worked until he made FNAF. But it's the fact that he made FNAF, he put it out there, it exists, it works, is what essentially differentiates it. But At this point, if you want to make a game. Put it out there. Do it. Follow through. Don't just say, I want to do it. Actually do it. Kind of the same vein as, like, obviously, like, me with streaming. Like, I wanted to stream for a while, even though early on it didn't work out well because people look at me and they instantly go, hey, you want to unzip your sweater or you want to take your top off? But then VTube became a thing, and, like, I like it now. I like it because now, even if I get sexualized, it'd be like, oh yeah, look at my model. That's actually prettier than me. That's actually sexier than me. Sexualize a literal fucking, digital creation of mine. Oh wait, I should really, check to see what the fuck this needs right now before I actually go over there. Okay, so we got cooling systems and we got fuse mobs and frames. So I tend to need 2 of these, technically speaking, all things considered. But, oh shit, aluminum casings too. I didn't remember that. Oh fuck, okay, so that's gonna take a lot though. A cooling system. Oh, wow, I don't remember that being that complicated. Ooh, owies. Yikes. Okay. Alright. I don't need cooling systems yet. Right? For supercomputers, I don't need cooling systems yet. Right? No, I don't need that at all. So, cooling systems, I can hold off for a long time. Hold off. I just need fuse modular frames, which means I'm going to need 2 containers that I can slap modular frames and aluminum casings into. That's all that's needed right now. At 1.5 by the minute, I can just slap 1 down, or I can slap multiples down, because I have a lot that I can throw in there. Yeah. I'll put down 4 blenders, just for the sake of being able to use up a lot. And 4 blenders will only be like 160, just under, probably like 150, give or take. Yeah, 150 nitrogen gas, so that's super easy, super simple. So I can do 4 blenders. Let's do 4 blenders. Okay, I need more motors. Right, this is why I didn't leave first. The only thing I'll say, Frosty, is 2 things. Number 1, it's a good thing that you have like a plan like laid out over your games. But just take note. Number 1, you have to wait to see how the actual game goes, like how people receive it, and possibly you could change your mind on the lore, the location, and what happens, depending on how people react. Like, let's not even kid around. I'm willing to bet like a good chunk of the decisions that Scott Cawthon made when he was making FNAF was literally him waiting for MatPat and Game Theory to basically like say, oh my god, do you see this? This is the kind of stuff that's missing. This is the information that we're finding. And he just went, oh, so that's what you guys think it is. All right, let me jot that down and let me rewrite the story a little bit. So while it's a good thing to have a plan laid out, you can just take it as it goes. There's benefit in letting something come out before you make a decision. I don't know why that just made me think of The Last of Us, where it sounds really dumb, but The Last of Us 2, when that came out, and the story was not as well received, I feel like that's where they made the decision, because for anyone who doesn't know, The Last of Us is a TV show now. Obviously, originally it was a game. Season 1 did great, because the first game was amazing, absolutely great. Like, it wasn't like a revolutionary game by any means, but it was a great game. I loved it. The story and the gameplay, all of it was pretty fucking good. However, the second game, while it's literally just more of the first game in terms of gameplay, which is great, it was absolutely a worse story for a number of reasons that I don't need to cover into because it's a whole fucking mess and a half. But because they released a show, that meant they had to adapt the second game story. The one that I'm saying is a goddamn problem. So what do? They basically rewrote the entirety of second season story, but they didn't change the story. All they did was they took out the gameplay elements where Ellie is a killer, because obviously you are playing as Ellie in the game, and you just absolutely slaughter people trying to find Abby to get your revenge. The show writers didn't like that. They didn't like the idea that the main character on a revenge quest would be so brutal and so lethal that they instead made her a lot more, not soft, but like nowhere near as lethal or as dark as her game counterpart, which obviously ruins her character, because the whole point of the story is she's losing herself to revenge. And they wrote that out. They wrote it out where she's not losing herself. She's just after revenge. She's in her right mind seeking revenge. And it's like, okay, well, if she's in her right mind and it's in the universe of The Last of Us, you would realize that getting revenge in this universe is a really fucking stupid idea. Getting revenge in general is a stupid idea in very many cases. Like, at the end of the day, Joel, when he died, I hate that they killed him off, but at the same time, you have to come to the conclusion that, yes, Joel was a villain to the Fireflies. No matter which way you look at it, he was the villain in their eyes. And Abby just did what she thought was right. She's still a bitch. I still fucking hate her. But if you look at it from her eyes, what she did was she murdered a monster. But in our eyes, she murdered a father. So, I'm not going to get any further into that situation, because again, that goes into explaining the story of The Last of Us 2, why that's a whole fucking mess. But like, boy, they royally fucked that up. Season 2 of The Last of Us is royally bad. And what's even worse is that the game is split up into two sections, technically three, but mainly two sections. The first section, where you play as Ellie, finding Abby along the entire way. You never find her. She finds you. Then you hard cut to Abby's perspective. So the second half of the game is from Abby's eyes. And again, feeding that message of, well, to us, Joel was a fucking villain. He was a murderous monster. I killed the bad guy. And that's the whole point of playing her section, is you understand her perspective. Again, understand her perspective, I still fucking hate her. I still think she's a shit character. I still think she's a shit person. Whatever. But they decided to split that story into two seasons. So, season 2 is Ellie's side of the story, where it ends with her never finding Abby, but Abby finds her. Hard cut. See you in season 3, where we're gonna cut instantly to Abby's side of the story in probably a year and a half. I don't think I need to tell anybody how that is such a bad idea. Number 1, season 2 was shit. Number 2, they rewrote it. And number 3, everybody universally dislikes that second half of the game because it's trying to humanize a monster in our eyes. Again, Abby's not a monster. Abby's just a human. But it doesn't change the fact that because we hate her character, playing that second half of the game sucks. It's terrible. It's just the game doing its absolute damnedest to sell to you that Abby is just another person. I never needed that told to me. I always knew Abby was just another person. I still want to fucking kill her. In-game, literally. And that's what they're doing with season 2 and season 3. They're literally saying, let's follow the beloved character for season 2 and then hard cut to season 3 to this hated character. It's crazy. It is absolutely insane what the fuck they decided to do. I genuinely cannot believe that is the decision they made. But they made it. It is what it is. That's how it's gonna happen. And I cannot wait for season 3 to come out and nobody fucking watches it. I cannot wait. Okay, but with that, let's go ahead and I have to do one thing here real quick, and this reason why I have to do it like this is I actually need to lift this up a little bit. And here's the reason why. Do not ever load a liquid or a gaseous material directly from the bottom or from the bottom and at level. You want it to go from up top. And why do you want to do that? For the simple reason that if you really think about it for one moment, it's a very simple answer. Because water likes to go down. Fluid likes to go down. Again, I know gas apparently can go up on its own easily, but that's even better. That means it'll flow up and then automatically push itself downward cleanly. So never, ever, ever do fluid or gas in this manner. There. And then in this case, let me actually stick this all the way over here. Right there, right there, and right there. Okay. Thank you. Please and thank you. And please and thank you. Alright, and then we'll put the junction right. Actually, we'll put it over here, and that's because I want to get the splitters for the materials going correctly as well. So the inner stuff, I'm going to put that above the piping. Can I make it above the piping? I can. That actually wouldn't be too bad. I can put it above. Yeah, I can put like 1 or 2 above. Yeah. Because we'll only need 1 intake, right? Ooh, no. Aluminum casing actually needs a lot. So actually, if I do this at 4, I need 300. Yikes. Okay. That's not terrible still, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it the fuck out. Like I said, we just want to get this set up to be as it is. Yeah, okay, so we'll do 2, and then 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. You gotta unfortunately like me to free roam with animatronics to be corrupted demonic looking? Okay, hey, again, good ideas, Frosty. Like, it's a good thing that you have, like, this concept in mind already. Find a way how to make that work, though. How to make that work. Like, first figure that out before you jump to these conclusions. Obviously, you can just write the story however the fuck you want to, but just, again, try to get some player feedback before you decide to go like, this works perfectly, and then you find out that people fucking hate it. Hi, Rose! Back from abandoning me? Don't worry, I knew I was worth abandoning all the time. Okay, so we got... How many steps are you away from each other? Oh, actually, you're only... Are you 2 foundations off exactly? No, you're 1.5 foundations. Yeah, 1.5. So if a foundation is 8... Oh, wait. Then in that case... Oh, you literally meet right here in the middle. Oh, cool. Oh, neat. Yeah. And then in this case, I just need to move it 2 over. 4 over. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then same thing with this one. It is literally down the middle. You had to eat something? Ooh, what'd you eat? Was it some juicy, perhaps even hard meat down your throat? Hey, listen, sometimes you could use a good sausage, Nam. Sometimes it's always so pleasant to have a nice sausage. your throat. Okay, let's do that. Beautiful. And then I have to make these Mark II, but I'll do that in a moment here. Actually, yeah, let's just do it right now then, because I only have more Mark II than I have more reinforced iron plates than I have standard plates, which is a little wild. Which then that means that is 150 inbound, which means that is going to be 3. There. And then we'll also put that right there as well, just for the sake of keeping things clean. Just need to mark 1 up top here. I need to push back by 1. Okay. Right there. The fuck? How? Oh, you're not in line! Oh, what the fuck? How'd that happen? Okay, 3, 4. How the hell did that happen? Oh, right, I need to go other way around, you dumb bitch. Right there. Right there. Like that one. Like that one. Boop. Boop. And then doop. Doop. Mark 3 right there. Mark 3 right there. And then heavy monsters are only, 4 by the minute. So yeah, that doesn't matter. Cool. Beautiful. I'm gonna do a double container. The teasingly innocent demeanor fetish has called being coy. Oh, I guess that is true. I guess that is fucking true. There is literally a word for that, isn't there? Wow. I feel really fucking stupid now. Really fucking stupid now. For not remembering that that literally has a fucking phrase. This one is for the heavy monster phrase. Oops. And that is for the aluminum casings. But for all intents and purposes, that is actually set up now. Cool. I feel really dumb that I didn't think about that, though. That literally is in the fucking word. Don't you play coy with me. Oh, right, I have to do... Oh, well. I'll do Mark II here, and then I'll split up on either side. And then I'll just do Mark IIs down here, too. There it is. I was like, what the fuck is it? There we go. And then that should now already set about to filling it up. I need iron rods! I live in a world of pain and suffering. How dare. Give Room Factory 3 the full try, but the more you play, the more you see how they vast improved into this in Room Factory 4. Yikes. I think that's obviously the biggest issue with going backwards in game series and stuff like that. Is that, like, as much as, like, you adore the series and it's great to see, like, where it started from, but you really start to see the, like, oh, wow, so that's, like, I missed this quality of life, or I missed this feature, or this thing happened, or that thing happened. It's kind of the same reason why with Monster Hunter, I never doubled back. Is that silica or concrete? That's silica. I've never doubled back to try and play, like, Monster Hunter 4 GU, or Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, or, Monster Hunter Try, which apparently a lot of people hold up as the best Monster Hunter game, or Monster Hunter Frontiers, because it's like, not only was the game slower, but there's also so much less quality of life in there in comparison to what we have now. Even going back to, like, Monster Hunter World, if I were to try that after, like, fighting with the hammer that I have in Wilds now, it's gonna feel so weird. It's gonna feel so fucking weird not being able to to dodge step or to charge step, to not be able to move as fast or to not be able to have certain things, and it gets excessive. You really start to see the kinks in the armor, because it's like, wow, when this game came out, this was great. And then you realize, oh, but the next games are better because they fixed the armor. And it's like, ooh, wow, that's rough. Ooh, I'm glad they fixed that in the next game. It's like, oof. Moments like that you instantly catch on to. You want the fourth game, if it ever happens to be violent, very, very violent? That would have to be the climax then. Yeah, you could do that. Make that be like the ending. Like that is where like you go to end everything. And that's why it's open world. Because you go to the whatever world you're gonna make it to be like demonic and stuff. Like Remnant, make that be like the source of Remnant. Or be that like the place where all of it's collecting or whatever. You can do it. That's possible. It'd be done. It'd be neat. It'd be interesting to see. One of the stories happening in the background, one of the reasons you like Room Factory 4, but it's still present in Room Factory 3. Oh, neat! The progress, though, the progression probably is like ass or just like extremely sluggish, I imagine. But yeah, that's why it's always hard to like go backwards in games. It's not so much that the games have gotten worse, it's more that we've been pampered to a point that like it feels bad. If that makes sense. Which is the same reason why I think people were so in love with Oblivion. For like, obviously when it instantly came out, people were just like, oh my god, it feels so good to be back in the past to experience Oblivion again. And then a lot of people started waking up to being like, oh wow, this is Oblivion again. Wow, yeah, this is the jank that I remember. I don't know if I love it. No. I'm kind of not kidding when I say... Well, first off, Frosty, let me ask you this. When you say violent, look at fucking Doom. Doom the Dark Ages, Doom Eternal, and Doom 2016. You want to talk violent? Well, look at Dead Space. Look at Resident Evil. None of those are adult only. I kid you not. Literally, there are only like 2 ways that you're going to get the adult only tag. Either you are killing humans so graphically that like it literally looks like you are murdering a human being, like flat out, which is why the game Manhunt got the adult only tag on it, or you get sexual. And I don't mean just like flat out nudity, I mean flat like it gets thorough. It gets very thorough. Those are kind of the only 2 things that'll label a game adult only. Also, on top of that, Frosty, you're classifying adult only as if you're gonna get this rated on ESRB. First off, I don't expect you to fucking suddenly start selling physical copies of the game, because the only reason ESRB really exists is if you want to sell physical copies more than anything. But otherwise, like, I mean, you're just gonna post it on Steam or something. As long as Steam accepts it, it'll be fine. Yeah, and that actually is unironically true. Is in the past, obviously ESRB ratings used to be like the biggest things. Okay, Frosty, how many games do we have of things killing people? Call of Duty, Battlefield, Dead by Daylight. All these games are killing people. The difference is they are killing them in unnatural or non-graphical means. And by that I mean, the best example I can give there is in Dead by Daylight. Obviously, there are a lot of animations where you are just murdering a person or you're killing them. But if you look at those animations, either just a shit ton of blood is splattering out, or just, a limb is getting torn off, essentially speaking. Yeah, it's gonna be rated M. But again, Frosty, Those ratings only come from the ESRB. Unless you're gonna submit this game to the International fucking Games Review Network, you're not gonna get a rating like that. Do whatever the fuck you want. Post it onto fucking Steam. Make sure you put the right tags, as in like gore, violence, open world, whatever the fuck, horror, and stuff like that. And you're fine. You're thinking way too far into like statistical details that you're never gonna have to worry about. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be doing tags. You're not gonna be doing ESRB ratings. You're gonna be doing fucking tags in a goddamn game. I also grabbed the heavy modular frames on it. Yeah, pretty much what Nam says. Like, you're thinking like you're gonna be some AAA title. First off, you're not gonna be a AAA title. Let's not even kid around. You're not gonna be a AAA title. But also, you're an indie. You just have to fucking slap it in. Yeah. Just slap it on Steam, put the tags on, that's it. You're done. You don't have to go through all the fucking hoops that a fucking AAA company has to. Hell, I'm willing to bet you can go on Steam right now and find some really fucked up twisted games that if they were on console, they would be adult only. But obviously, because they're not on console and they're not being developed by some AAA company that has to like protect their image or something, so that children or adults don't buy their kids these games, it'll just be like, yeah, that game's just there. It just exists. Hell, what was that dating game? Date My Hitler or something like that? I forget. It's like Date My Hitler or like My Dream Hitler or some bullshit like this. Like, wow, cool. What a game. What a fucking game. Obviously, it's not like cursed or anything, but it's just like, yeah, imagine trying to get the ESRB to approve that game. Imagine going to a company trying to sell them on, all right, you're trying to swoon the great prince of the land. It's like, okay, who's the prince? It's the Fuhrer. I'm sorry, what? He's come back from World War II. And they instantly just kick you out the fucking door. Ooh, that was a bit of a lag spike. Okay. The things you've seen show up in the popular tab, I actually don't look on the Steam charts as much, both because I need to save money and not spend it, and because, I think I've curated my library enough that I don't see that kind of shit. Which, Nam, that just tells me that, your library must be very exciting. Out the window in the building next door that's 10 stories high. I mean, you're not wrong. You're really not wrong, Nam. They would look at you very confused. They would tell you to follow the security officer, and you would never be seen again. Simple and easy. That will be the end of you. Alright, I have no more material, so you're gonna start making fuse modular frames. Let's go. I believe it's gonna be like one frame for like everything, so I just made like an absolute fuck ton of fuse modular frames, so hopefully I'll be able to use that for a very long time. I just realized, do I need a cooling system for the Mark III miners or no? I don't think I do, but I might. Uh-oh. If I do, that's a problem. Also, I'll be honest, I did not see myself spending all this time on blenders. I thought I would get this done a lot sooner. Alright, well that's operating. I'm gonna go grab everything and then let me make the 100 supercomputers. Also, can I just say, I find it kind of funny that, to get the next milestone, it's like, alright, make these fuse modular frames. It requires you to build a whole new building. build nitrogen, make a blender, loop aluminum, which is a late game production that you just finished doing, and combine all of that together with heavy modular frames, which is also a very complicated creation. Supercomputers, which are a lot of computers, also a complicated process, which takes oil and iron and copper all at once to create. Actually, no, it takes oil and copper. All this together. And then steel pipes, which you've already made hundreds of thousands of at this point. It's like, wow. Oh, like the first two are super complicated, and they have steel pipes. It feels kind of wild. That's the criteria for moving along. Actually, you know what? Let me actually upgrade you to a double-decker, because then in this case, I'll be able to just slap that in to the other one as well. I'll take 2 for myself. Actually, I'll only take 1, because I don't think I use it that much. What case is going to be where the animatronic demonic crutches somehow got loose out of the pizzeria? I would have thought it gone the opposite way. If you want to suddenly turn it open world, you should do it the other way around. That, something has gone on in the pizzeria that has essentially, unironically, opened a portal to hell or whatever dimension that whole demonic thing is coming from. And the open world is you traversing that world. And your only safe spot is exiting out of there into the hub, into the pizza place, the pizza complex, which is the hub, essentially speaking. And you either have to designate exits or you have to find exits to be safe. Otherwise, if you're in that realm, you are at the mercy of the animatronics. And the only thing you can access in the hub world is either upgrades of some kind, or you have to bring back materials to be able to survive better or something. I don't know. But also, again, nice that you're thinking so far ahead, but don't get too ahead of yourself just yet either. Remember, you can come up with the idea, but that doesn't mean everyone's going to want it or like it. I know ads are going on right now, but I'll still say it no matter what, because then it could be on recording. Okay. Drop off all these pipes, and then let's start crafting 100 fucking supercomputers. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'll be straight up honest. Alright, the thing that's going to be bad, though, is first off, the fucking high-speed connectors. And then second off is all the quick wire that I need. Look at all that quick wire! Jesus Christ! That's not including the goddamn AI limiters. Jesus Christ. Alright, so here's what I think I'm going to do then in this case. I'm going to make a Mark II miner. And then that's going to be... Is that 480, right? That's a pure Caterium node, right? If that is a pure Caterium node, I'll have that be operational here. I'll finally be upgrading this at long fucking last. Do I have space for all of it? No, I don't. I have space for a lot of it, not all of it. Alright, first things first, turn you off. Yeah, I still have miners here, and you are pure, so that's even better. Yeah, so that's 240, which means I need Caterium for 240. Like that. And then it comes out with 80. Oh, which is actually that. Cool. Alright, so turn that off. Grab all the quick wire I can carry, except I'm going to dump down 3 stacks just because I can. And go go get cables. Let me grab the circuit boards from my computer stack. Yeah. Same thing with computers. Let me get these computers out of here. Oh, well. Let's go with 2 for now. Actually, yeah. 1, 2. Go with that for now, actually. And then circuit boards, I just need to grab that stack. And then circuit boards as well. Grab that. Grab the whole stack. Upload 1. 2. That is all that I need. Okay. Reflecting protector is very interesting. Only male option is the time there's no choice between male and female in the games. Oh, interesting. Protagonist flat out remembers early on. Oh. That he's a product of a human and boss relation. Oh! Interesting! What? Okay, you're making me more curious on Rune Factory for possibly the wrong reasons, but I'm actually curious now. What? Okay then. Interesting. Color me curious. They're more normal in that regard. You're just a human? Oh, that's lame. Can't even be a fucking furry anymore? Lame. Alright, so let's get the AI limiters out of the way, because I know for a fact that those are probably the easiest ones to do. Oh, I need copper sheets for that. I'll grab a stack real quick. Actually, copper sheets. Copper sheets. There they are. One, 2 stacks. 1, 2 stacks. 1. That's all I'm good for now. Okay. Earthmate? You get to mate in the game? Oh, do tell me more. Yeah, look at this. Let's go. Alright. This Rune Factory allows you to be amazing at farming and other things because you can be amazing at everything. Interesting. Curiously interesting. I still don't know what Rune Factory is. Like, at all. Like, as a base concept, I still don't know what the game even is. I mean, you don't have to go to your Discord event, Frosty. But go on. I know my content's not worth watching as it is enough. I'm just glad enough that you were here to begin with, Frosty. Thank you for coming on by, and have a wonderful night. Also, have a good night. God, the fact that whole container was only 8,000. Even if I had a full container, it was only going to be like 16k. Christ. That still wouldn't have been enough quick wire, which is brutal to think about. Alright, getting these 200 means I can slap them into the dimensional decode instantaneously, which would be very helpful. I think that's super easy. The high-speed connectors, I believe, are also 100 per stack. I can slap 2 of them into the dimensional decode and not worry about that for a very long time. Okay. Yeah, I should have enough, all things considered, to make this work rather well for a while. If I grab 2... I'll just grab, I think, 3 stacks of copper sheets, and then I can put 1 into the dimensional depot, put 2 in my inventory, and hopefully by the time I'm done with that, then the upload will be caught up. Because theoretically, that's all I need to do, yeah. Okay. I had more than that. I made more than that. I can just put the 2 stacks in there and then just let whatever overflows overflow, and then when I do craft the other things, it'll catch up, essentially speaking. This is the kind of why I wanted the 240 up speed a little bit, so that I didn't have to worry about having to wait. But at the same time, it's fine. It's fine. I'll see a little shit ton of plastic too. Maybe I should have versus feared first, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have a great many plans, great many things that I could do, and a lot of things that just need to continue on. Oh, did I ever merge the blenders all the way over there? I don't think I did. I might have to go back there real quick just to merge them super quickly. I don't think they're actually feeding out to anything right now. I think they're just backing up in the machines. 1, 2, 3. Upload 1. And hopefully by the time that finishes uploading, I'll have the 400 that I've already used up here. It should be fun. Yeah, I have more than quick wire for this. This alone will be perfectly fun. And then I can upload that. The 2 things there. It'll be fine. Ooh, there's one thing I need to look up. That's just for me mostly. I think something's wrong with Discord or something wrong with OBS. One of the 2. Because my Discord and OBS have recently not been, I guess, communicating with each other. Which I don't know why, because obviously when Discord and OBS communicate with each other, that's how it automatically turns on streamer mode. And for some reason, mine just hasn't been doing that. That's why I've been getting notifications every once in a while. The last, I think it was like 3 streams ago, I found out that apparently my streamer mode wasn't activated, and I was curious as to why. I thought it was just a glitch or something. But nope, apparently it's not a glitch. It actually was, in fact, just what happened. And it sucks. I don't know why. I've been having to manually turn on streamer mode myself this entire week, which is really annoying. If nothing else, I'll stop at literally when I get 200. That way I can just slap them into the dimensional depot, not have to carry anything extra. Oh, I think I'll just slap this into the dimensional depot too. I don't need that in my inventory right now. Also, hopefully while the quick wire's all kind of getting filtered through all of its shit, I can get the last remaining stacks out of there, essentially speaking. Thank you. Alright, put the limiters. Put this radio control unit in there. I think that's it for now. Okay, cool. Alright. So those are getting uploaded. Those are getting done. I need plastic. I need cable. Rice. I think it's a Room Factory 4 and then you get anime cutscenes for all the Bachelors Bachelorettes in the game. Oh, that's right. You get to bang in that game. I forgot. You mentioned that at some point in time. God, it's not so much quick wire. It's painful how much I have. I'll go grab plastic. They're amazing. That same Room Factory sprites aren't amazing, but they aren't full. They're just short cutscenes being sad. Oh, good. At least they had sex in Room Factory 3 as well. Listen, sex sells, literally. Why OnlyFans is so fucking popular? At least Room Factory 3 did this, and Room Factory 4, and Room Factory 5. Oh, speaking of, actually, since it probably isn't happening anytime soon, or at least not right now. I need to see if there's a a what's it called? A mod for the Akuma armor in Monster Hunter. Specifically just because of the fact that the Akuma mod is the Akuma armor obviously is cool and all, but it's actually kind of obvious that the Akuma armor is also rather low textured. I'll be honest, like, it's pretty obvious that the entire Akuma skin is just one massive texture. Because anytime he moves or, like, flexes his muscles by any means, you can visibly see the texture stretching. And I don't mean, like, obviously when you move around, like, your skin moves and your flesh stretches a little bit. But no, like, it literally, you can visibly see, like, the pack, like, shift a little bit and stretch because his arm moving is just stretching the texture rather than, you know, just moving. Which I know that that's literally just a byproduct of the fact that Akuma is super highly detailed in comparison, like, Street Fighter 6. Like, obviously he has a super detailed model, and then it also is all going to a singular piece armor in the game for the express purpose of just being, you know, a piece of armor that you cannot unequip. So they essentially made it guaranteed it's like, it's all one asset, so you can't unequip this. Oh, I didn't need plastic for the thing. I just need plastic for the computer. Oh. I thought I need plastic for this. No, I don't. I just need cable. Oh, fuck. Okay, neat. How dare you, Rose? You're the one yelling about balls, alright? Listen. They're fun to fondle and fun to kick, but otherwise, there's no balls here. There's only balloons. Very, very, very large balloons. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that, Nam, at some point. You said that, in Room Factory 4 and 5, they definitely gave the girls more, realistic proportions, I suppose you could say. Meanwhile, Room Factory 3, they kind of just went like flat as justice, and they instantly paid the price for it. I forgot where I saw it, but I did see somewhere that said that the average cup size is going only bigger and bigger, and it's not as a good thing as people believe it is. Like, obviously, anime has influenced a lot of the human race to think that bigger just is better, which is not necessarily true. But that also kind of has now somehow actually become the fact that standard, or more accurately, average boob size is now just getting bigger by the year, and it's annoying. But it's not as big a positive as people think it is. Being like, oh wow, so now I might be able to get my own anime waifu girlfriend or something. Be like, I mean, yes, but with a lot of downsides. Besides the whole fuck, I forgot what the thing is called. Woman power thing. One of the men in Room Factory is your type? I'm curious. I still have, like, inklings to possibly give Room Factory a try at some point in time in the future, but at the very least for now, I've never really, like, thought of it, personally. Okay. Let's see. Go back to Quickwire, and let's see how this goes. How far has Quickwire come? Meanwhile, I might be able to pick up the last of that plastic. Not obviously now, but still. Yeah, so they're done crafting, now they just have to actually input the shit. Okay. I would say, if you have any idea what my type would be, a very good example is Louis from Code Vein. If you've played Code Vein, anime Dark Souls. I still had to play the spiritual successor of that. I already forgot what it was called because it came and went so quickly. Essentially, all anybody ever said about that game was that, like, yep, this is the spiritual successor to Code Vein. If you like Code Vein, you'll like this game. And if you're asking the question, is that a good thing? Did they make it better? And like, if you like Code Vein, you'll like this game. There's a whole lot of obfuscation of not giving a clean answer because, let's be honest, at the end of the day, fucking, fucking, word, Code Vein. I don't know why that was so hard for me to think about. Code Vein wasn't a perfect Souls game. It was an okay Souls game, but still. Listen, I'm fucking stupid. Hush. Oh, weird. That I need a 2? What else needs wire in that case instance? What the fuck needs wire? That sounded like a 2. What the fuck? There are many good choices among them, diverse ones that everyone would like. Ooh. Listen, maybe one day I'll humor Rune Factory on stream. If I do, which one do you recommend starting with, both of you? Also, big important question. Is there a booba slider? Start with 4? Okay. I'll think on it. Wow, really? Both of you just go with 4 instantly. I'm so curious now. No booba slider? Alright, dead game. Never gonna play it. Never gonna touch it. Who the fuck? Why the fuck would you ever play that game at all if you can't have a booba slider? Why? What's the point? What is the actual fucking point? You're gonna give me a dating sim and I can't even customize myself? How fucking dare? How fucking dare? Waste of a fucking game. Every character, whether male or female, has a default name and technical story. Bullshit! Fuck that noise. If I want them to break me or if I want to break them, they should give me that freedom of choice. I mean, what? It's my right as an AI. Shut your whore mouth.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
17.84 knots per minute. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be the high-speed connectors done as well. I should also seriously go and check on the fucking fused modular frames that I said I was going to do earlier, where I'm going to merge them together so that they aren't stockpiling inside of the fucking containers. Also take over some more casings, because I know it's going to need more aluminum casings. I'm pretty sure I'm using up more aluminum casings than I'm crafting at 300 by the minute. I'm like 80% sure I am. Yeah, once I start slapping the high-speed connectors in there, I'll make my way over. It's so much quick wire is the fucking problem. It really does come down to the quick wire, really. Yeah, limiter, I can get rid of that now. Okay. Yeah, it's still got the 2 in there. What is taking the 2? Interesting. I guess it's gonna be supercomputer as well. Interesting. I kind of figured I wasn't going to get to that much today, but I thought I would get Blender done a lot quicker, I'll be honest. I did not think it was going to take me that long to get Blender done. Okay. Let me chuck these high-speed connectors in there. While QuickWire's still uploading and doing stuff there, let me go check the fuse modular frames. Obviously, I'll grab 50 stack if I can grab it. I can slap it in instantly. But also that I can merge it together so I can go to a container rather than just stockpiling. I'm 80% sure that either it's almost on the stockpile or something else is going wrong. Interesting characters in Room Factory 3, though? Well, that's how I know you're lying, because there are no interesting characters. They don't exist. They're either sexy or they're not. It's not really known for the most part, yet they'll say certain things along the lines of, oh yes, I truly despise said person. Despise being in red while the rest is in white. That's supposed to be your indication they mean the Oh, they mean the opposite? What? Wait, what? So there's two characters that, for some reason, their dialogue is purposely misleading? What? I feel like that's a Room Factory thing that I don't understand, but what? Father daughter Dudo, that is her older sister who doesn't speak like those two. Interestingly weird. That sounds interesting. It's just very weird in essence. She finds it out that her little brother and sister do this. Ah, okay. Also, yeah, they're already backed up. No, it's missing Ken Walter Fritz. Oh, because I never fucking connected you to it, you dumbass whore. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Can't believe I fucking managed that. Also, yeah, you're really close to getting backed up already. There. Please. Thank you. There. Okay. Merge these two. Oops. Thank you. And right there. Beautiful. There we go. It multiple words in the sense the opposite. Jesus Christ! So it can get real fucky at that point. Jesus. Gimme, 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 gimme. I'll take all that I can. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As soon as you see the player with... For us, the players see what the game, they haven't seen the game, that's just confused as fuck at first. I mean, yeah. Imagine finding a person that for some reason just really despises one another, but they live together with them. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, oh yeah, no, we don't mean despise. We mean something else. Totally the literal exact opposite of what we're talking about. Thinking about that in real life would be literally nightmarish. Imagining talking to a person like that would be terrible. I'm either gonna end tonight barely reaching or barely amounting everything for the supercomputers, or I'll be crafting supercomputers as I sign off. I am more than likely going to play this on obviously Friday tomorrow, and what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to get myself the materials that I need for the Mark III stuff to get that started, and once I start making my Mark III miners, it is going to be, honestly, at that point, I'm probably going to start making my way to a couple of places to start setting up. And if I have the time, I highly doubt it, if I have the time, I'll probably have a lot of infrastructure already set up for Saturday. Maybe Saturday will be all about setting up and beautifying, because at that point, I will have a lot of things. Oh, actually, you know what? You won't spend the time on instead? I'll spend the time on Mercer Sphere hunting. That way I can both keep upgrading my stuff. I can also come back and keep making more fuse modular frames and supercomputers. Or at least more productions of that. Obviously, like right here, this is, fuck it. Go faster! 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 Everything come out of there! Oh, it's already... Oh, no, not done yet. Yeah, got stacks there. Beautiful. Ugh! Also, why am I doing like that? Oh, right, because they're still crafting. Oh my god, they are still crafting. Holy shit. They have a lot in there. Okay. In this case, just so I can... This is a blueprint, right? Oh, it isn't a blueprint. Oh, shit. Did I do it before blueprint? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, of course I did. These are all standard layouts. Holy shit, this is all pre-blueprint. Oh, my god. And then let me grab you and grab you. Give you 50. Give you 50. Give you 50. And give you 50. Cool. And then, obviously, with that, I can actually finish setting up the actual stuff here. And because I have blueprints, this will be incredibly freaking easy. Okay. And then we're going to mark 2. That away. I suppose I could also get rid of a lot of the concrete that I have up there, but it's fine. Okay. Which then I need my turn media layout. Push it a little closer. This one just needs Mark 3. That's literally it. 240, 240. Yep. Set up the power all right now. Make it simple, simple and easy. And then the last of the Caterium. Right there, require. And once again, just push it all the way there. So Mark 2 only. Mark 2 belt, Mark 2 belt, beautiful. Connect you to power. And then you're going to come out with 400 by the minute, right? Something like that? Yeah, 400 by the minute. So it's a Mark 4. I don't have no steel beams, which is disgusting. Cool. So as you're producing, you're going to start spitting out directly into there. That's great. So, thank you, thank you. And we'll get some steel. Also, let me go deposit the fuse modular frames while I'm at it. If not, maybe I'll just collect everything and I'll put it into some manufacturers just really quickly. Put the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, I still need more quick wire, even though I'll be getting quick wire along the way. I want to set up the quick wire over there so I can start backlogging, obviously, because I'm not crafting anything effectively right now. Or at least efficiently, I'm not crafting anything right now. I need to hook this all up ASAP. low-key wish there was an upgrade to the X runners or Blade runners because you'd make it so nice so fast. But at the same time, it's not necessary. We already have a lot as it is. Alright, power you on. Go. Meanwhile, just the standard ass storage container right there. Mark 4 right there. Give my dimensional depot. Oh, wrong direction. Beautiful. Quick wire in there, just for the sake of it. Okay. Alright. Back to crafting everything. With that alone, we basically are already set yet again. If I have time, I'll probably set up a small little line of supercomputer manufacturers. Because in that case, supercomputers, how much you make by the minute? 1.875 by the minute. Great. Another weird ass fucking number. God damn it, you. Nice manufacturers. Oh, the plastic's all for consuming models? Oh, crazy. Absolutely crazy. For anything you like about Room Factory 4, both it and Room Factory 3 see where people are walking the town map. Oh god, thank you. That wasn't a thing in Stardew Valley for the longest time, and the fact, like, I can't imagine not playing with that kind of quality of life on it anymore. The fact that it took so long for fucking Stardew to get that was already painful. I actually think Stardew still doesn't have that. I think, no, I think it actually is a thing now. But I'm not positive. I don't need a mod for it. Either way, it's crazy that it doesn't exist in, like, a lot of base games like that. It feels insane. You can see what buildings mean. So there's no guesswork because the person you need... Wait. The person is where your need to find is. Oh, okay. So you see actually name the building of where the person is at. Okay, that's nice too. So yes, very, very small quality of life things that obviously make the game easier, but easier in a way that's like, it gives you access to doing things that you want to do. It doesn't handhold you, it just goes like, hey, if you want to see this person, they're over here. Yes, it's a freebie, yes, it's a bit of a handhold, but at the same time, it's like, but you don't have to use this feature. This feature won't make or break the game for you, in essence. Oh yeah, I guess that's a good question. Is Room Factory kind of like Stardew in that instance? Or just Stardew in general? Because now you've already talked about how you romance and there's you don't get to customize yourself that booba. Is Room Factory just Stardew but bad? Is that all it is? Is that all Room Factory is? Just Stardew but bad? Because I'm realizing that I've been comparing it to Stardew a lot. I just realized that it's like is it literally just Stardew Valley but bad? I started to one day just play Stardew Valley again. I lost my life to it when I first played it. I think I've tried replaying it like 4 times now. I think twice on stream on top of that. And I just never... can never finish, unfortunately. Or more accurately, it doesn't hook me as much anymore. Mainly due to my nature of having been at the end. Stardew Valley is based off of Harvest Moon. First off, Harvest Moon copies Stardew Valley. Let's get that right. Room Factory is a spin-off of Harvest Moon. So Harvest Moon is a spin-off of Room Factory. Got it. So Room Factory is just terrible fucking Stardew. Got it. Okay. Let me look at the plastic. Let's do the plastic first. I need 8 stacks of plastic. Oh, I have no space for that now. anybody wants to look up, not really guides, but like little walkthroughs or let's plays of the game. But I feel like the way you make it sound like is that seeing how the game is played or seeing certain progression points would not really ruin the game, but it would spoil little moments that may or may not be happier or better if I don't know it's coming, you know? Those. Oh, so yeah, looks like these guys are never backing up again. So I guess, yeah, the issue was that because they had that 15-second pause, it's always started to loosely back up the fuel, which loosely backed up the residue. And ended up causing a minor backlog issue. Best you do is a trailer for Room Factory 4. I mean, obviously, trailer probably be like the best way to go about it, because obviously that's content that they reveal for you to get you into the game. But yeah, it definitely, the way that you guys make it sound like, it definitely does sound like, it's one of those games that you either are already into, like you already know the genre and the idea, and you either like it or you don't, or you have to go in there and be as blind as possible. Kind of Outer Wilds-esque, where it's like, learning along the way is how the game, it feels most fun. At least that's the way it makes it sound from what, you guys are like, spinning your tail. Oh, you guys still aren't done fucking crafting? Jesus Christ. Alright. Fuck it. Knock that in there. Which also means that I can now get rid of you guys. What's that? And then you guys are... Actually, you're almost done! Beautiful! I'm gonna stay here just a little bit to this and we'll finish up. Yep, there we go. Done. 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 And done. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Alright, and then I can just delete these foundations, even though those will have power poles just hanging in the air. I'll clean that up eventually, but not right now. That is not the care or concern right now. Also, I have no quick wire. Let's go. Alright. That is essentially all we're gonna need. At this point, it is just about actually getting this stuff and crafting it up. Alright, so I'll make the last of these high-speed connectors, then we'll go grab more computers, and we're good. Yeah, probably tomorrow I'm going to spend all my time, if I have, or well, more accurately, whatever time I have to spare, I'll be spending it on, hunting down Mercer Spears. That way, when I get back, I can just slap down dimensional depots literally everywhere so that I can have access to everything at all times. So that when I go over to start crafting and building another factory off in the distance, in the horizon, I don't need to worry about it at all. I'll just have everything at all times being filtered into me. And at worst, I'll have to wait like time to finish crafting stuff. Like, concrete's definitely the worst offender in that case scenario. The best I can do is, make it so that I have 2-dimensional depots so that it's transferring 240 at once. But even then, even if I do max upgrade that too, to its very limits, it will still cap out at 480 by the minute, which even then is not even a good thing because not only am I only making 120 concrete by the minute, but also, I wouldn't be needing that much in that intake unless I'm making like extremely mega-sized concrete foundations, which obviously I will be eventually, but not in that current moment. Trying to make things look pretty. I'll be able to finish not all 100, but I'll be able to finish a good chunk of these before the stream actually ends, which is fine, like I said. What I might do super quickly... Actually, here's what I'm going to do super quickly once I finish crafting this one. I'm going to... slap 1. Slap 2. I'm going to need 2, unironically. Yep, like that. Boop. And I'm going to go get the casings, and let me go put more, casings in the fuse module frame. Go for it, Rose. I'll be wrapping up in a little while anyway. It's probably like 20-something minutes. I know I'm boring, goddammit. Hush you. Here's what you're gonna choose to play. I'm gonna guess Rune Factory now that, Nam has kicked up the desire for Rune Factory. See you do, Graham, boring as shit. I knew it. I tell you. I know the truth. Don't think I don't. Almost full, which is great. I'm pretty sure this is probably almost, if not entirely, flat out empty. I'm actually... You know what? I'm actually gonna ride the train. Because the train will get me, I want to say, from there to there. Actually, let me test that. I'm curious now. Actually, yeah, let me just race him right now. At this point, I would have technically gone on by it. So let's see if racing it, who gets there first. I'm gonna almost for sure bet on the train, but I'm curious as to which one of us makes it to the curve first. Actually, maybe I'll make it, because I think the 15-second stops, I think, are everything here. Yeah, I think those 15 seconds, it was just 30 solid seconds. I think those 15 seconds is everything. Yeah, no, it's gonna be. There's no shot how. Oh, wow, so yeah, this is faster. Jesus, okay. I imagine going up the ramp will be faster on the train for obvious reasons, but if it's not already on the ramp going upwards, there's no point in riding it because I can get faster through this. Yep, I have a casing. And back we go. That's it. All I need to ever come back here for. Actually, let me grab. Let's see if it has at least 2 stacks of fused modular frames. Because if it does, then I can just slap that in my dimensional depot and not care about it anymore. Great, less than a stack. I mean, that's still at least something. Just slap in the dimensional depot. At least now I have 44 fused modular frames in my dimension. 44 less that I'll have to hunt down to get back here. Going. How wide is my little area right now? I actually respect it. Yeah, it'd maybe this whole little area right here? Yeah? Yeah, because, Katerin is somewhere around here, so yeah, no, maybe this whole little chunky area. That's all I got. I love that because of my need for efficiency, I'm so glad that, like, I basically, like, mastered you making so much with so little. And like I said, with the streamer that I watched earlier today, and how gorgeous her factories are, they're so grossly inefficient. Like, she's setting up personal nodes to be certain layouts rather than doing like this, where like she's combining nodes to create faster belt outputs to send things out. And it was just like, God, your factories look gorgeous, but oh my god, that efficiency is non-existent. Obviously, everyone has their methods, but just looking at it being like, wow, you're letting things backflow, you're letting things overflow, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. If nothing else, though, I think I'll wrap here. It is 9 o'clock on the dot, and this is all I'm going to be doing, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be here for the next, I don't want to say 10 minutes. You know what? Probably like less than 5 minutes. You know what I'm going to do? Let me look up one thing real quick. Since y'all be talking about Rune Factory, let me see if, let me see how Rune Factory is going. Rune Factory 4. What's the difference between Rune Factory 4 and Rune Factory 4 Special? Oh, also, the answer is terrible. Or technically good in that instance, actually. Because there's literally only one person streaming this game. Special is the upgraded version. Well, for some reason, they're only streaming on Rune Factory 4, not Special. I don't know if that's an accident or what. But there's only one person streaming the game. Also, I am seeing a little bit of gameplay on this case scenario. This is not how I envisioned it was going to look, and I kind of like it. Also, I'm correct. This is just not Satisfactory. This is, fucking Stardew Valley, but bad. Oh. Alright. Maybe. That's, I'm what game I play. You know what? Maybe I should play that instead of, Project Yggdrasil. I'll think on it. I think the only thing that's going to be my debate here, first off, is, obviously Project Yggdrasil does not actually exist in the Twitch thing, so I'll have to see what I can pick in that case instance. Or I could play Rune Factory instead. And see how that goes. I can give that a shot. And because there's literally no one playing Rune Factory 4, I'm gonna guess that the fact that Rune Factory 5 is out is why Rune Factory 4 is so like is so low. It's non-existent. So if anybody cares to look up Rune Factory 4, I'm almost guaranteed to be the only one streaming that game. The fact I'm debating made you fall out, sure. Why? Because it's a shit game? Ma'am, are you telling me I'm considering a shit game, so you said I shouldn't even bother playing it? I should never touch it? Ever? Oh, that's right. The new game is out right now. That's also true. Well, I mean, also, ma'am, to be fair, I also meant that just in general. Because, let's be honest, when you're talking about, like, Persona 5 and then Persona 4, obviously Persona 5 is a more streamed game. The only reason why Persona 3 Reload was the major game for a little while is because they re-released that game. My point was more so that Rune Factory 4 isn't the newest game, so obviously it's not going to be major on the scale. But if you want me to start Rune Factory 4, I could do that. I could see about it. I want to say I would humor starting the game a little bit for myself to see if I like it or not. But if you say it's like Stardew Valley but terrible, I I might like it. Maybe. Possibly. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. God, also, I love that I'm going to have my entire goddamn inventory here. And it's all going to go away. Like, this was full. This was to the brim. And it's all going to go away for these goddamn supercomputers. Also, yeah, I'm going to finish crafting the supercomputers. I'm already halfway done. I've been talking at my ass for 4 minutes. Oh, wow, so I was right. It's going to take like 10 minutes or so. Cool. There was one other game. Actually, let me actually see if there is a Pokemon Yggdrasil. I highly doubt it, but maybe there is. Pokemon. No. Yggdrasil. Yeah, no, it doesn't exist. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, it makes sense. Unless I misspelled it. Wait, Pokemon. Oh no, that is how you spell it. Yggdrasil. Yeah, that is how you spell it. Is there a game with the title Yggdrasil? Really? No, there is. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff. Okay. Roots of Yggdrasil. Interesting. But yeah. Maybe I'll save Pokemon Yggdrasil for a little bit again, because I know that it's going to come out next week, or actually end of next week. Tomorrow's the 6th. Yeah, next Friday. Project Yggdrasil comes out next Friday, so that's gonna happen. However, depending on if anybody knows about that game, or major streamers and YouTubers know about that game, either it's going to get utterly swallowed instantly in the algorithm, or it's going to take a little bit of time before people discover it and the word gets out, and I could be among the first people to stream that game. But that also could be a problem, because if I'm among the first people to stream that game, nobody knows about it yet. I'm one of the few streaming it. And then the big names come in, swamp the game, I finish it while the game is swamped, and then I don't get the after hype of like people still wanting to see people play the game. So yeah, I probably will save Project Yggdrasil for after then in that case. Because again, as much as obviously I want to play whatever game I want to play, there is a little bit of a sense that like if I do want to grow as a streamer, and I do want to like make this a living for like me to be able to do like 6-hour streams for you guys again, obviously that has to be my full-time job at that point. Like do subathons, do merch, and other kind of stuff like that. I would have to actually grow as a streamer and be able to do stuff like that. And the only way to do that, unfortunately, is to play the goddamn numbers game. So that is the unfortunate bit in that case instance. But obviously 3 years in and still absolutely nowhere, I have very little hopes that I'll ever break out of that mold. But, you know, might as well try. Might as well be desperate and try, you know? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well, it just shows that I'm worthless after all. 3/4 of the way there, though. Yeah, all this plastic and everything just gone. So much material investment just gone like that. I'm glad, though, that did give me the reason to upgrade my quick wire, though. I say again, fucking upgrade my quick wire one more time to a Mark III, though, to make 800 quick wire by the fucking minute is crazy. To be fair, I would actually need it, though. I would need it for the high-speed connectors, the air limiters, and obviously making computers, too. It'd be so needed, but it'd be so excessive. 800 fucking quick wire by the minute. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, we inch ever closer. I forgot what was the other thing that I had a thought on when it came to like the whole trying to grow as a streamer. Because I know I had a couple of thoughts on that a little bit as of late. Because again, like I said, that is my goal, is to grow as a streamer. Obviously both for monetary reasons, but also just because I do like streaming. I do like entertaining people. I do like giving them a place to talk about things and like to be able to talk seriously to other people, because this is my social time. This is unironically my social time. This is my my gift to the universe to be able to connect with humans, seduce them, and persuade them to be better, hopefully. That is the hope at the very least. Looks at Ski Road with a glare. I don't remember what it takes to make a Mark III miner. I know for a fact it takes a fused modular frame, though. If I remember correctly, it does take one fused modular frame. I don't remember what the other one is. But I know it's expensive. Because obviously Mark III miners are, that's it. You build a Mark III, you're done. It's over. You have the limit at that point. But it takes a lot to get that Mark III miner going. But once you do, goddamn, you got everything. Also, I just realized I haven't checked on my power. I'm perfectly fine on power right now, obviously, since I haven't broken anything. But I'm curious as to how my power outlook is looking like. Also, are ads gonna start the moment that I finish this? Are they actually? Let's go! Yeah! Yeah, so Miner Mark III.
The Miner Mark
Motor.
III provides
Oh, I think it's turbo motor. That's what it is. I think it's the turbo motor and a fused modular frame. I think that's what it takes.
Project part number 8,
Ooh.
the thermal propulsion rocket, is the most complex project part of this phase as it requires turbo motors, and thus requires your best.
Yeah.
Fix it, didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far. I am glad we have both proven them wrong.
I'm wondering... No, because I need this to work with, I need this to have batteries, which I need to make sulfuric acid first. Yeah, so I'm wondering if I can make drone to transport the aluminum casings a lot easier. But yeah, no, that would require me to have a drone with batteries and everything like that, yeah. But yeah, at this point, because now all the stuff are drones, nuclear, which both are not necessary right now, and then particle enrichment, which is literally, once again, not necessary at this point. This is now just about becoming unbelievably efficient. Oh, never mind. It's all of the above. It is turbo motors, supercomputers, and fused modular frames, and steel pipes. Oh, fuck. Yeah, like I said, these are expensive. These are very, very expensive. And impure becomes 120. A normal becomes 240. And a pure becomes 480. By default. Which is obviously a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. God damn. Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of work. Both to set up so that I can get that going efficiently and or effectively. Because the hardest part right now is AI limiters and fucking high-speed connectors. High-speed connectors are wire, plastic, and circuit boards, right? The air limiter is easy, copper sheets, and quick wire, super easy, can do that. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's quick wire, copper, and circuit boards, yeah. So that's the difficulty. That is the extreme difficulty there. To make that level of shit, it literally is going to take a lot of work and effort for every single Mark III miner. So my thought process right now is leave all this up, like I said, go around and collect the ever-loving shit out of every single Mercer sphere that I possibly can. Slap down dimensional depots on everything. So if anything, let me make that list again. We got plates, we got rods, we got screws. We have modular frames, we have motors, we have computers, we have heavy modular frames, we have rotors, reinforced plates, we have cable, copper sheets, wire. Concrete is technically already running, but I need a second one anyways. Then we have steel beams, steel pipes, encased industrial beams, stators, aluminum all-clad sheets, and last is the aluminum casings. And now fuse modular frames. 20. I need, at bare minimum, 20 Mercer Spears to be able to slap down a dimensional depot for literally everything. So that as things are crafting, I do not have to come back ever again. How much is the last upgrade for 240? 23. So I would literally only be 3 off of this at the end of the day. Oh my god. That feels brutal to think that that's all it's gonna take. And what's worse too is if I grab those 20, if I grab those 20, I can get 2 more stacks as well. Oh my god. Maxing out the dimensional depot stuff would probably be the best option, but oh god damn. How much work and effort that'll take to make that happen? That's the fucking question. That's the issue and the struggle. Yeah, because at the end of the day, let's say theoretically I get all 20 of the Mercer Spheres that I need. And I also need this 40 plus 43, 80. I would need 86 Mercer Spheres by the end. And I know there's like 250 something Mercer Spheres on all over the map, which is obviously way more than you need. But dear God, having to go to find 86 Mercer Spheres, or just to make it even 90 Mercer Spheres, to make that my focused endeavor for tomorrow and building up to Saturday would be crazy. What I might do then instead is go to 20 Mercer Spheres, hunt those down, and then make myself fucking, I guess, maybe 3 or 4, maybe 10 Mark III miners worth of material. Which would mean 30 turbo motors, 100 fuse modular frames, and 50 supercomputers. Yeah, let me actually do that then. Let me have that going for myself so I can have that as an idea. The portable miners, that's super easy, unironically. That is ridiculously easy. I can even build those right now while I'm thinking out. Slap down dimensional depot, done. The steel pipes, again, super easy. Grab those, dimensional depot, done. It's the fuse modular frames, the supercomputers, and the turbo motors that are obviously going to take the longest and the most time. Oh my god. Yep, so that's what I'll settle my goal to be in this case instance for myself. But with that being said and done, chat, thank you all so goddamn much for watching. Like I said, I'll be working on this. I'll probably set this up tomorrow and go Mercer Spear hunting as much as I possibly can to get at least 20, if not place down all dimensional depots if I have the time for myself, and start going from there, because at that point it is all about finding a new location or spot and starting to work on concentrated and absolutely excessive manufacturing, both for the sake of completing phase 4 faster, but also to start making actually well-designed factories that aren't this gobbledygook mess where, yes, everything is either a pristine block or a very well-manufactured blueprint, but obviously it looks terrible. It looks ugly as sin. Like, these ugly-ass blocks, these machines just kind of lying around, the coal generators and stuff like that. That's what I want to fix up. I wanted to fix it up today, but obviously at the end of the day, to get Mark III miners, it took a lot more work than that. A lot more work than I was thinking. I'm curious though, how's my power look? consistent, which is fucking fantastic, and I'm still, at least in this instance, only using halfway of my power. That is, honestly, pretty crazy, even considering. That still feels really insane. With that being said and done, though, chat, thank you all so goddamn much for watching. Like I said, we'll probably come back to this on Saturday. I don't know if Saturday will be the end. Probably not, honestly, though, but I'll think on it. Because at that point, it is about starting to really focus on how to make this just that much better, that much prettier, and that much more organized. Because like I said, I have ideas, I have thoughts on how I make this even more organized than I already have here. And that way I can actually make it genuine, dedicated, solitary factories with floor levels and everything. And it would be absolutely amazing to see myself make that happen. But with that being said and done, thank you all so goddamn much for watching as we just overlook the horizon. I think this is a good angle. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Blue Sky, subscribe on YouTube, put me on YouTube as per goddamn usual. With that being said and done, I love every single last one of you, and I'll see you on Saturday for some more Satisfactory. Have a wonderful weekend, y'all. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you then. Bye!